arrived at court and is scheduled to make that court appearance. ABC News' Lionel Moise is in New York with the latest.
This all morning, Maduro and his wife are being held in Brooklyn. They're making their initial appearance in court today. This is the future of Venezuela is still uncertain. President Trump reaffirming that the U.S. is in control of Venezuela after the raid that led to the capture of dictator Nicolas Maduro.
We're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
We're in charge.
Maduro will appear in Manhattan federal court today for arraignment on a 4-count indictment for allegedly leading a 25-year narco-terrorism conspiracy. He's being held at the same notorious jail that housed the likes of El Chapo, Sean Diddy Combs, and Luigi Mangione. Seen here giving 2 thumbs up as he was escorted by federal agents and was even heard wishing people a happy new year. Trump last night also issuing stark warnings to other countries, including Colombia.
Colombia is very sick too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States.
Saying this about Cuba, where the economy has been supported by Venezuela for decades.
Cuba is ready to fall.
The Cuban government claims 32 Cuban nationals were killed during the U.S. raid. In a 2019 interview, Maduro accused the U.S. of inventing excuses to go after Venezuela's oil.
Una guerra por el petróleo, y más que el petróleo.
Trump saying Maduro's capture will lead to lower oil prices and fewer drugs coming to the U.S. While many Republicans are praising the operation, Democrats and even some Republicans are condemning it.
It's a violation of the law to do what they did without getting the authorization of Congress.
Outgoing Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene writing, "Why is it okay for America to militarily invade, bomb, and arrest a foreign leader, but Russia is evil for invading Ukraine, and China is bad for aggression against Taiwan? Is it only okay if we do it?" Now, Maduro has long denied drug trafficking. The Gang of 8 and other top Democrats and Republicans are expected to be briefed on Capitol Hill this evening. In New York, back to you guys.
Lionel Moise this morning. Lionel, good to see you. Thank you. And people here from Venezuela are watching that situation closely, and some are celebrating the U.S. intervention. There were weekend gatherings in the city and suburbs. Venezuelans applauded the downfall of Nicolas Maduro. Some say Maduro held power even though he apparently lost last year's election.
All Venezuelans here have to enjoy this moment. Maduro is in the jail in New York.
The opposition will have to be a main player in politics in Venezuela in the future.
Chicago's Venezuelan community has grown with as many as 50,000 people arriving since 2022.
Pope Leo reacted to the development, saying the good of the Venezuelan people must prevail above all else. Speaking at his Sunday blessing, the Chicago-born pontiff demanded Venezuela's sovereignty be guaranteed. He also called for an end to all violence in the region. The Pope says Venezuelans deserve to build a peaceful future of stability and harmony. He has previously expressed concern over U.S. military threats.
And hang with us here on ABC 7 for the latest developments involving Venezuela. You can find updates anytime on the ABC 7 app and abc7chicago.com.
There was a deadly drive-by shooting in the city's Back of the Yards neighborhood. Police say a man was standing outside near Garfield and Halstead when a white SUV drove up and someone inside opened fire. The man was shot once in the stomach. Police say he managed to ask a CTA bus driver for help, but later died at the hospital.
Another drive-by shooting overnight, this time at 33rd and Western in Brighton Park. Police say a man and a woman were driving when a dark-colored SUV drove up and someone opened fire. The woman is in the hospital right now in critical condition. The man is expected to be okay. No one is in custody.
And this morning, Chicago police continue to investigate what appears to be the city's first homicide of 2026. A man was found shot to death yesterday morning inside an apartment near 67th and Jeffrey. His name has not yet been released, and at last check, police had not made any arrests.
An 82-year-old man is due in court today to face charges related to a cold case in Joliet from the 1980s. Gil Bernal will face charges in the December 1988 disappearance of his wife, Joan. Her body was never found. Bernal was originally charged in that case back in 1993, but those charges were later dropped. $7 million worth of cocaine was recovered from one traffic stop. Indiana State Police say a canine led them to more than 300 pounds of cocaine hidden inside a semi-truck. Happened Saturday southwest of Indianapolis. 2 men were arrested and they're being held on ICE deportation orders.
A major change for CTA riders in the heart of the loop begins today. The State and Lake L station is officially closed as crews start a multi-year overhaul aimed at improving accessibility, safety, and comfort. Lisette Nunez is live near State and Lake with what commuters need to know ahead of this major project. Lisette.
Val, this is a 3-year-long project, and the State Lake train station will be receiving a major facelift. Overnight, crews were out here posting signs alerting commuters of this project, but also letting them know that this station will be closed for the next 3 years. Riders are being asked to use nearby stations in the loop, such as Clark and Lake in Washington and Wabash, until the project wraps up in 2029. Upgrades to the station include adding elevators to allow wheelchairs. Platforms will also be widened to allow for better accessibility. That's a top priority, but city leaders say other concerns are also a factor into this project.
Safety and visibility, making sure that there are no maintenance concerns. It is an old station, like you mentioned, and we want to make sure it's top-notch and reflective of a world-class facility for a world-class city like Chicago.
For those who drive in the area, Lake Street will be limited to local traffic only that would be between Dearborn and Wabash. That is the latest in the loop. Lisette Nunez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
Alrighty, Lisette, appreciate it. Thank you so much. 9 past the hour. Now to the Bears. Fans are recalibrating. Chicago's now had their second straight loss. That happened on Sunday.
Now all focus is on the playoffs.
Stephanie Wade live at the home of the Monsters of the Midway with what is next for the postseason and the Bears. Steph.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, the Bears will be back here at Soldier Field this weekend for the wild card round. It's been a very exciting season for the team so far, despite their loss yesterday against the Detroit Lions. Chicago's focus now turns to the playoffs, in which the Bears will face rivals the Green Bay Packers in a rare playoff meeting this Saturday at Soldier Field. The game is set for 7 p.m. and will air on Amazon's Prime Video. Resale tickets for this weekend's game are more than $550 in case you're interested in going. Fans say they are still looking forward to the playoffs, even though the Bears lost their final 2 regular season games.
Is the NFL's better when the Chicago Bears are good, and the Chicago Bears are great this year. We're making the playoffs, 2 seed, 2 games at home. Iceman, Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson behind him. I really feel like this team can go all the way.
At this point, you know, it's win or go home. There's no more guaranteed games after this. We have to take this game and, like I said, it's win or go home.
And if the Bears do win on Saturday, they would then host a divisional round game again here at Soldier Field, with the opponent still yet to be determined. We're live from Soldier Field. Stephanie Wade, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Steph, thank you. So here's a look at the full NFL wildcard weekend schedule. So the action kicks off Saturday afternoon with the Los Angeles Rams visiting Carolina at 3:30. Then it's on us, Packers and Bears, under the lights at Soldier Field with kickoff set for 7 p.m. Sunday features 3 games starting at noon with Buffalo taking on Jacksonville. 3:30, San Francisco faces Philadelphia, the defending Super Bowl champions. The day wraps up at 7 p.m. as the Los Angeles Chargers take on New England Patriots. And then there's the wild card weekend concludes on Monday night when the Houston Texans face the Pittsburgh Steelers at 7:15. Is that enough football for you?
That's a lot of football.
Man.
That's a 3-day weekend of football.
That is a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, live and local news just getting started. We're streaming out loud this morning. When we come back, a pen, a purpose, and a path to better wellness. How small habits can make a big difference.
And a bill to extend health care tax credits heads to the House this month as premiums rise for millions, including Illinois.
But first, Tracy has your ABC 7 AccuWeather forecast coming up next.
good morning to you. Happy New Year. Happy first Monday of the month of the year. And what we are expecting today, it will be quiet out there for us today. And in fact, let's go to some other weather notes for you too. Today, clouds are going to be on the increase despite our quiet start, and that sun will be up at 7:20. We'll see some sun this morning, but it will be fading. Rain, fog, drizzle tonight into the day tomorrow, but all week long, our temperatures are going to be above average. Now, Saturday's a little tricky on that because we are going to start off with above average temperatures, but falling temperatures here on Saturday, and that may lead us to a little bit of light snow Saturday evening. Something else going on Saturday evening. Oh yeah, wild card weekend. Bears bringing the Packers in. 32 degrees right now. Bridgeview, 29 right now, Richton Park. It is 29 Crystal Lake, 33 over at Northerly Island, and 32 degrees now in Rensselaer. Now, prepare for these wind chills. So we're talking about highs in the 40s today. That's this afternoon. Right now, it does feel like it's 22 Maryville, 23 Morris, 21 in Aurora. So cloud cover, here it is, and it is going to continue to make its way toward Chicago as we go through the day, but we are starting off with a clear sky right now. Average high today is 32, average low is 20. Our low so far this morning, 32 degrees, equivalent to the average high for the day. Records today staying intact. 32, that number right now at O'Hare, and we're aiming for 42 for a high today. Diane, what's going on?
Starting off in Indiana with a car fire southbound I-65 just south of 80-94. It's in the right lane, and we're definitely seeing about a half-mile delay approaching that car fire. So just a heads up there, it does look like the fire is out. We were able to see a snapshot from a camera nearby. So it does look like the fire is out, but they still have a lot of emergency activity there. So the right shoulder and right lane are now shut down. All right, back on the Illinois side, now starting to see some delays form up on pretty much all of the inbound expressways. The only outbound delays we're seeing is that on the outbound side of the Kennedy. Now, North Avenue and Oak Park, there is a crash there creating some delays, at least on North Avenue, with that crash in that intersection. So a heads up there. We've also got another crash out in Waukegan, Grand Avenue, and Green Bay Road. All of the other roadways seem to be incident-free for now. Val and Terrell?
Okay, got it, Diane. Thank you. And the first criminal trial on the slow police response to the deadly school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, will start today. Former Uvalde schools officer Adrian Gonzalez is facing 29 counts of child endangerment. Prosecutors say he was one of the officers who first arrived at Robb Elementary in 2022, but it took officers over an hour to confront the shooter. 19 students and 2 teachers were killed in that attack. And this month, the House is expected to vote on a Democrat-led bill that would see enhanced premium tax credits extended by 3 years. But even if it passes the House, it still needs to pass the Senate. Healthcare premiums are surging for millions of Americans after subsidies ran out on New Year's Day. More than 500,000 Illinoisans are enrolled in the marketplace. Today is the final day in Congress for Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. The Georgia Republican was once one of President Trump's biggest supporters, but became increasingly critical of his handling of drug-related prosecutions and pardons, as well as the Epstein files. She announced in the fall that she would resign effective January 5th. And today marks 9 days until the kickoff of the Great Chicago Blood Drive. With every blood type needed, the Red Cross is urging people to make blood donation part of their plans and help save lives right here in Chicago. So mark your calendars for January 14th and 15th for the drive, and head on over to our news app or our website to sign up for your appointment.
17 past the hour. Coming up, we're going to meet a local worker that's making a big splash on the world stage.
Plus, award season is heating up, and Sunday night's Critics' Choice Awards crowned some big winners. Why Chicago has a reason to cheer.
Eyewitness News, streaming at 7, continues after a break.
Amazon is looking at possibly developing a retail store in the south suburbs. The city of Orland Park says the proposal includes a commercial building and a small warehouse at the southwest corner of 159th and LaGrange Road. That is the site of a former restaurant. The city is expected to take up the issue during a plan commission meeting on Wednesday.
The newest hangout spot on Northwestern's Evanston campus is opening today. Luna's Pub and Grill is a waterfront gastropub inside Norris University Center, and it's part of the new Cohen Lawn. The pub has food and drinks, of course, but also outdoor fire pits and a rooftop patio. And starting this month, there will be weekly events like karaoke, trivia, oh my, loaded nachos, oh my God, and live music. But did you see that burger? That's
woo! Damn that burger! I like those nachos. When I saw the burger, I was thinking about the burger, but when I saw those nachos, oh, it's over.
Party over.
Yeah, and the mound too, a nice little peak. Time is running out to see a Chicago holiday tradition at the Griffin Museum of Science and Industry. Today is the final day to check out the Christmas Around the World and Holidays of Light exhibition. The annual exhibit starts in 1942 as one tree. Reading to represent unity during World War II.
Hey, Bulls fans got an early chance to celebrate Derrick Rose with his jersey retirement set for later on this month. Fans decked out and their best D-Rose swag were invited to leave personal messages to the Chicago-born hoop star. Attendees at the event also got a chance at VIP suite tickets to the January 24th jersey ceremony at the United Center.
And if you're a ball player who can juggle, tumble, or play all an instrument and do all that together, the Chicago Snowball is waiting for you. It will be the city's first professional co-ed baseball team that adds live performances and circus-style acts to the games. The Chicago Snowballs will be similar to the popular Savannah Bananas. Tryouts are today through January 8th at the Rosemont Dome. Callbacks will take place January 9th. The season opener for the Chicago Snowballs is slated for May 3rd at Kerry Wood Field.
All right. I like that. I like that Chicago. I didn't know it was going to turn into a thing where different teams are going to compete against each other. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
All right, right now we're going to leave with everybody that's watching Good Morning America. Tanya is here with an update on TV in just a bit, and you will see it here as well.
And then when we come back, several fan favorites took home top honors as award season rolls on.
Now, an update from ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:23. I'm Tanya Babich. A man was killed in a drive-by shooting in the city's Back of the Yards neighborhood. Police say that man was standing outside near Garfield and Halstead when a white SUV drove up and someone inside opened fire. The man was shot in the stomach. Police say he managed to ask a CTA bus driver for help, but he later died at the hospital. So far, nobody is in custody. Let's check the ABC 7 AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Hi there, Tanya. Good morning. Well, we're waiting the sun to be up right now. 7:20 was your sunrise time. Notice this influx of cloud cover, however, that's going to continue to increase here today. 33 right now, Elmhurst. It's 32 Crown Point. Frankfurt at 29, 31 degrees currently in Waukegan. We have wind chills this morning back in the lower end of the 20s. Our highs today topping out generally low to mid 40s. Now tomorrow, still highs above average, but rain is going to start to move in really overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Probably some fog as well. We'll take a break, Diane, after this.
If you want total health care from a provider you trust,
Hi, Blair.
right in the palm of your hand, If you want soup, sweatpants, and zero in-person contact. If you want wellness wherever. Our virtual primary care delivers with great website manner.
No worries.
So choose your doctor from our profiles and enjoy the healthiest online relationship you've ever had. House calls have evolved. Advocate Healthcare.
Crews are wrapping up a car fire in Indiana. It's on southbound I-65, south of 8094. The car fire itself is out. It is actually on a flatbed tow. It's in the right shoulder, but they also have the right lane blocked with some emergency equipment. The delay that we did see is actually getting a lot better, only about a quarter of a mile approaching that scene. So things are definitely improving there. On the Illinois side, we're actually starting to see an increase in travel times. It was a very slow start to the morning, and now we're seeing things fill out really nicely. But all of the travel times remain under 40 minutes, at least coming inbound. Southbound the tri-state, if we can go to our tollway camera, right near the Lincoln Oasis, there is a two-vehicle crash. It does involve a semi. You see everything is on the right shoulder and no longer in the lane of traffic.
Welcome back. Live look here at our beautiful city from our camera at Navy Pier. It is a decent start to the day, relatively speaking, and we go up from here, but there is oh no, not today, but there is going to be a 50 in the forecast later this week.
Hold on.
Just a little while longer.
Award season is officially ramping up. And Sunday night brought Hollywood's latest winners at the Critics' Choice Awards. Big night for Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel Live took home the award for Best Talk Show. And Abbott Elementary star Janelle James won Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy. In the press room, Kimmel talked about the show's wild and emotional year, while James took a moment to honor her work family.
To be here and to see that people reacted to it in a not just a positive way, but in almost a desperate way. We're like, oh boy, when they come after the comedians, this is when we draw the line. And, we're very grateful that they drew the line at us. I do meet a lot of people who seem to be grateful that we're on the air because they don't feel as alone. And I think that's, if there's anything important about what we do, that's it.
The benefit of doing a show for 5 seasons is we all are, if you watch the show, we joke about being a work family. And usually I would think that's corny, just like my character, but it truly is. I'm excited to see them every day. And it's just a great environment. And then this character, as you know, is always a surprise. I never know what she's going to do or say, so that keeps me going. It keeps me excited in my head. Janelle says, very grateful and blessed. Hi, Mom. Ava would say, yeah, about time. Yeah.
Another win also going to Chicago native Ike Barinholtz right here for the studio. Barinholtz went to Latin school and has deep ties to Second City and Chicago's improv scene. Congratulations to our people. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff.
And then Jimmy Kimmel Live is going to be returning tonight. Abbott Elementary is back on Wednesday night.
All right, we'll get a break in this morning. Coming up, streaming at 7, he washes thousands of dishes a day, and now he has earned a global recognition.
Wow, that's impressive. And Pins and Purpose, how journaling and volunteering supports mental wellness.
Plus, Bears fans are already moving on and locking in on the Bears-Packers playoff showdown. Next, what to know about postseason football. It's returning to Soldier Field.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Monday, January 5th.
Wow. Here we are, 2026.
What?
I know. And then I thought back, like, what, in 2020 or in 2015, what am I going to be doing in 2026? And yet here we
I
are.
never even thought that far ahead.
Well, I mean, we talked about the CTA station. That's going to be done in 2029. And this morning we're like,
Right.
what's going to be happening in 2029,
Oh,
Crazy to
right.
think.
It is
right?
crazy to
Yeah.
think.
But here we are.
Yeah. By the way, today, first Monday of January and the new year. And hey, it's just a quiet weather day, easy to ease in to our Monday. No weather problems. And in fact, we'll get highs above average into the 40s, and our average high today is 32. Diane.
All right, let's talk about what's going on out there, which is not much, but we do have a local crash, North Avenue in Oak Park, that's actually causing some pretty significant delays. Crews are still out there this morning, so just a heads up there. It does look like they're in the stages of wrapping things up. Look at the big picture. We still have travel times on the rise. In fact, we just started seeing travel times rise in the last half hour or so, about 40 minutes on most of our inbound expressways, southbound on the tri-state. Let's go to our tollway camera near the Lincoln Oasis. They're wrapping up scene of a crash there involving a semi and that second vehicle, no longer affecting the main line of traffic.
All right, topping today's talkers is a bit of a mixed bag for the Chicago Bears this morning. They secured the number 2 seed for Saturday night's playoff showdown.
Yeah, and then there's the other news. Pretty flat in their regular season finale against Detroit yesterday. Chicago dropped their second game in as many weeks, 19-16 to the Lions. Focus now turns to Chicago's wildcard matchup against the Packers. Kat from ESPN 1000 had this message for Bears fans.
Relax. It's going to be intense. You're going to be physically drained at the end of Saturday night, so work your way through the week. Tracy's cooperating with the weather. It's going to be a nice week. And then Saturday night, lock in. Let's go. Bears are going to get it done.
Glad he feels good about it. So the Bears and the Packers have split their 2 earlier games. Chicago won the most recent matchup 2 weeks ago here at Soldier Field, so we'll see what happens Saturday on the lakefront. We'll see.
Predictions?
How exciting the Bears are in the playoffs.
That's fantastic,
Like
right?
playoff football.
Yeah.
You know, you can keep your
Which
is
Bears
cool.
gear.
Because the Lions aren't in playoff football, right?
No, Lions are done.
I think that's what was disappointing to me as a Bears fan, to not have them beat Detroit, especially now with their record. But like Cap said, you know what? Let's get our heads on right and go into Saturday.
You know what? Because we lost to the Lions earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier in the season.
Yep.
So it was like this was our chance to. We were
Especially
like,
because we got better and they got worse.
thank you.
Right.
It was that part.
Yeah.
We lost early on. Everybody was like doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden we got great.
Right.
And we're like, oh, the Lions, no problem. And then you still like, this is your chance to beat them, bro.
And I even said, oh, this is in the bag.
That's
This
what
is-
I thought.
We talked
This is in the
about
bag.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had no worries going into that game. So But again, like Cap said, regroup.
Yeah.
We're going to be fine.
Yeah. I think so
think
too.
so?
Yeah,
You think
I
so?
really do.
Think we're gonna get the win?
I really do.
Okay.
Packers they don't have Michael Parsons, which is advantageous to us, of course. But back at Soldier Field, we won at Soldier Field the last time. I think we have that momentum, and the fans being there, I think, is just an ace.
They gotta just get it together. They were dropping balls left and right yesterday.
Yeah,
and I know we don't want to live in yesterday, but
But come on now, they can't play like that again.
No, and they've played so well. They've played so well. Although Luther Burton had a great game. I saw on social media that Luther Burton's jersey sold out.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah, one of these posts I saw, I don't know if it was his Mizzou jersey or the Bears jersey, but they did say Burton's jersey has been sold out because he's doing so well with the Bears.
Wow. Great.
That's awesome.
So,
Good problem to have.
Good problem to have.
All good problems to have.
And I'm impressed with that little Loveland. I've always been
Oh,
Loveland.
yeah.
And
Since
still
he sang that song.
He's a rookie. I just don't. My brain can't wrap around that. You know, he's just gonna get better from here.
I know. And Odunze, when he comes back,
they're all
right?
just gonna get better
They're gonna
from
grow
here.
together. Yeah, you're gonna see. It's gonna be probably really dynamic next year and the year after that.
It's
But,
been pretty dynamic this
Yeah.
year.
yeah. No, really.
But
like,
really,
really dynamic.
Well, it's always nice to add experience to your team, right? This is just going to be.
Yes. They're going to grow together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get a win this week.
Okay, so now to some mindful thoughts on this Monday. As part of Wellness Month, we are taking a closer look at simple habits that can make a big difference for your mental health.
Yeah, so this morning we're focusing on journaling and volunteering, two everyday practices that experts say can support overall wellness. One expert says journaling and inward thinking is a positive way to start the new year.
Simplest and shortest way to do it is write about how you're feeling, how your day went, what's stressing you out, what's making you happy. What you're able to do then is contextualize your stress, the things that are lifting you up, the things that are bringing you down. The idea is we're taking time for ourselves, and that itself is value. The idea that in your busy day, with all these things you have on your calendar, that you're making a little bit of time for your own mental wellness is in itself valuable.
Volunteering is another way not to just help others in your community, but you benefit too. Time is your most valuable currency, and sharing that to give back to others has a positive impact on your mental health.
Tell me, do you guys journal?
I used to years ago. I haven't in a long time.
Was it as therapeutic as he's saying?
I don't remember. I don't remember if it was.
I used to, and then I felt like it became a chore.
Like an obligation.
Yeah, like
rather
I
than
felt like I almost felt guilty if I didn't do it.
And that really kind of defeats the
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, you can do those.
audio, like memos.
Yes,
Exactly.
Voice journaling, I think it's called. I don't know what the name is, but that's something to explore. I think I'd rather do a voice journal than to write.
Sure. Yeah. How about you, Terrell?
I just deep think a lot.
But where
I
do
don't
those
know if I
thoughts go? Do you
journal.
ever like
And
put them on
I
paper?
have notes in my phone
Okay.
to go back and, because you think about something or you have that idea and you're like, oh, I forgot what I was.
That's me.
Yeah.
If I have all these good ideas, I'll go.
Right. If I could remember all the good ideas, I don't know if I'd be doing this anymore. I started something by now, you know?
And don't you think of those ideas when you're about to go to sleep?
Yep.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, I'll remember that in the morning.
And then you forget. Yeah, what was I thinking about? So actually put a notepad beside. Do you do the same thing?
I used to. I should.
So do you get up and write it in?
And I remember every once in a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I've done that before too, and that's when I would grab my phone and be like, blah 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 into the whatever.
Yeah, and save all your
and
notes.
save it. And that ship has sailed now though too.
I try not to grab the phone in the middle of the night and then write the phone and then blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So anyway. All right, we are streaming out loud this morning. Get a quick break in. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes.
We are back with more right after this.
Well, good morning to you. Happy Monday, January the 5th. And we're seeing some sunshine this morning, but the clouds are going to continue to increase through the morning and afternoon. No precipitation during the daylight hours. However, later tonight, we'll start to probably get some drizzle in the area. 34 right now in Gary, 31 in Valparaiso, 34 in LaSalle. We're at 28 currently in Aurora and in Woodstock. Then you factor in the wind. It's a little bit breezy here this morning, and so we do have some wind chills this morning that are in the lower end of the 20s. Does feel like it's 22 in Maryville, 23 Kankakee, and 22 right now in Waukegan. We'll still make our way on up into the low 40s around the area today. Some areas will probably even get into the mid 40s. Tomorrow morning, we likely start off with some fog and drizzle and some showers here in the area, but we still stay above average here tomorrow. And then Wednesday, right now, Wednesday looks like it could be the nicest day of the week with sunshine, dry conditions, highs in the mid 40s. We cloud up Thursday. We're looking at highs on Thursday around 50 degrees. Diane.
All right, out there on the roads, we're starting to see some travel times on the rise, especially on the Kennedy, really in both directions, but it's not a solid wall of traffic. We're really only seeing delays as you get a little closer to the city and on the outbound side as you get a little closer to the airport, which is not atypical for this time in the morning. Both directions of the Eisenhower, right around First Avenue, starting to get really busy, and on the Stevenson as well, but all travel times remain under 45 minutes for the most part coming inbound. Inbound on the Kennedy, this is probably going to add to that travel time. We've got a crash near Ohio. IDOT is there with that vehicle, so hopefully they'll be able to at least get it out of the way, or at least out of the way of the main line of traffic. Inbound in the Stevenson, this crash is actually now on the shoulder. It's at Cicero, already causing a delay. I would say it's mixed into a building inbound delay, but again, still under 45 minutes coming inbound. So with the exception of those two incidents, problem-free for the most part on the other roadways. Tollways look excellent. Val and Terrell.
All right, got it, Diane. Thank you so much. This morning, we're introducing you to a local worker whose dedication is turning heads around the world. He's been named the best dishwasher on the planet, an honor made even more powerful by the challenges he's overcome.
Yeah, here's his story and the work ethic that's inspiring kitchens far beyond Chicago.
The dishwasher is the heartbeat of the kitchen.
On a slow day, we might do like 5,000 dishes.
What you got for me? What you got for me?
On a busy day, it's 10,000 or more.
Thank you.
That's a lot of dishes.
Even though I can't see, I'm the go-to man. When you're looking for something, they come to me.
He's kind of a silent assassin, just gets the job done. Something that I learned about Randy in this journey, I had no idea he was a DJ.
I'm DJ hungry. Hi, my name is Randolph, AKA Randy. I'm the head dishwasher at Beatrix River North, Chicago, Illinois. I was awarded the best dishwasher in 2024 by Plate Magazine. Come see me. No, I was not born blind. I got carjacked in 1994, got shot in the right eye, bullet went straight across, took out the back of my left eye. I was 23 years old when that happened. I lost two senses. I lost my sense of smell because the bullet took out the nerves to my nose. Can't smell. Losing the eyesight, I had to change everything. I was starting a job as a welder, and you need to see the weld, so I had to figure out something else to do. That's when I went to the lighthouse, and they said, we're gonna find you what we can.
Randy's worked at this specific location 12 years. Randy's the first person here every day, sometimes gets here before the chefs and managers. Super loyal, always on time, just a very hard worker. He just doesn't really finish till the job stops.
I wash all the dishes from the prep cooks, the pastry chefs, and the line cooks in the morning. Sometimes if they need me to stay later, I'll stay later. If they need me to come in on my off day, I'll come in on my off day.
I heard about the Best Dishwasher in America award from Plate Magazine through our marketing team. I immediately thought to nominate Randy, just given his history with us, with our company, and with Beatrix, so it was sort of a natural instinct that we had.
Then they were like, you won. I'm like, what? I didn't know what to say after that. I was speechless. It made me feel like I was somebody special. I was like, how did I beat anybody? And, you know, there's other people out there that can be better than me. Everybody at Beatrice treat me like I'm one of their kids. Everybody. The challenges Knives. I don't touch knives. I like my fingers. Don't get me wrong, I walk into things because they'll put things in front of me and I walk into it like, ah!
I mean, I think a lot of people would give up if something like that happened, and he just pushed forward and got back on his feet, and that's why we feel that he's just extra special.
I'm gonna stay in the dishwasher as long as I can. And being the best dishwasher, you gotta share the wealth. Everybody gotta step down and let the next one come up. You better come strong, because I'm still out here.
All right, so we're back, everybody, and this morning we're going to meet a dog whose nose has made a real difference from solving crimes to protecting honeybees.
Yeah, after nearly a decade of service, this four-legged hero is finally getting national recognition for her extraordinary work. Here's ABC's Danny New.
Even for a dog as disciplined and decorated as Maple,
people have been amazed at her enthusiasm, energy, and how exhausting she is.
For nearly a decade now, Dr. Sue Staskill has been working alongside this English Springer Spaniel, who will actually be recognized in a few weeks for winning one of the American Kennel Club's annual awards for canine excellence. She was selected out of nearly 700 dogs.
She does whatever I ask her to do, and she does it with such enthusiasm and finesse.
And Maple has applied that enthusiasm to the many phases of her career.
Those are moving.
First off, she served as something the Heffermans on King of Queens could have used, called a bedbug detection dog.
Search.
Then Maple spent years working with the St. Joseph County Sheriff's Office in Michigan, using her nose to solve cold cases. But now, retired from the force and in her golden years, Maple has been spending the past year and a half working to save the bug you might be scared of, but really need, honeybees.
She's not the first one, but it's the first one that has been documented. And there you are.
Teaming up with researchers at Michigan State, Sue has been training Maple to find a certain highly contagious bacteria that can be quite destructive to a hive. As you can see in research conducted this past summer, Maple even got to rock her own beekeeping suit. And now Sue is working on the finishing touches for a training guide that can help train other dogs to track down this bacteria. According to U.S. Fish and Wildlife, it is estimated that as much as 35% of the world's food crops depend on animal pollinators to reproduce. So thank you for your nasal service, Maple.
She's just an incredible dog.
So Sue says her training guide with Michigan State should be coming this spring or maybe summer, and then maybe you can train your dog to track down the Panobacillus larvae, is what it's called, I think. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
All right, what did he just say?
Yeah, right, exactly. Whatever that was.
Look at that little cutie pie.
That tail.
Right,
Yep.
tells it. The tail tells it all.
Right, it's a happy dog.
Speaking of tails, have you seen that little tail of yours? That little friend of yours?
No.
What's her name again?
Cheetah.
Cheetah.
Yeah.
So still no
I
sighting of
think-
Cheetah.
Yeah, I think
Cheetah.
Cheetah
Cheetah
is
found
gone.
a good home.
Found a home, right, and is doing well, and is somewhere
In
warm
the
this
upper
morning.
room. Possibly.
We'll get a break in.
We better.
Yeah, we're back
Poor
after
cheetah.
this. All right, Tracy.
Okay, clouds are on the way. We're starting the day with some sun, but all in all, real tranquil day. So that's good as we kind of get ourselves back to the routine of January, correct? And in fact, above average temperatures throughout this week.
Am I asking for too much to just ask for a little bit of sun on these days, or am I just need to
You're
be?
not asking for too much, but January does usually end up being one of our more cloudy months.
Yeah, a great one. Okay, so maybe February?
How about July?
Oh, okay. All right, you can get the latest forecast minus the sun anytime with the free ABC 7 Chicago News app. Just scan that QR code on your screen for a link to download.
All right, now to some news about a few tech startups, and they're changing office cultures. So how do you feel about this? They're starting with what employees wear on their feet. So according to reports, there is a growing number of Silicon Valley tech startups that are enforcing no shoes policies inside their offices. Employees are allowed to wear slippers or indoor shoes, but footwear worn outside stays at the door. Company reps say banning shoes helps reduce dirt and germs and odors tracked in from outside, while keeping workspaces cleaner and more comfortable. Supporters say the policy fits the casual startup culture and may improve indoor air quality and protect flooring.
But critics are arguing that going shoeless at work can feel awkward or unhygienic, especially for employees who commute long distances or worry about foot odor. Workplace experts say if companies adopt no shoe rules, they should also provide shoe storage, clear expectations, and enhance cleanliness to avoid discomfort or any complaints. Well, I mean, if you can wear slippers, like if you can wear slippers, work slippers, then it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, but we didn't. That's not how we teach it. We were like, oh, you got to walk barefoot. Walking, I never like to walk barefoot even at home.
Either.
I can't stand the floor on my feet.
Yeah, or the covers on my feet.
Oh, you sleep in socks at night?
I sleep in socks in the bed too.
Oh no, I don't like that noise.
I don't like. So the bottom of my feet needs some work.
Oh,
and the foot catches the sheets.
Right, right.
And it's such a terrible feeling. That's how bad my feet are, y'all.
Yeah.
Do you need me to take you? It should not be so violent in your bed right now.
And buy me some new sheets.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, so whose shoes are those?
One day I'll put them on.
Mikey, where did you find a random pair of shoes?
They're in the podium.
Oh.
I don't know whose they are, but one day I had them on because I left my shoes upstairs.
At least they fit.
Speaking about cleanliness, I was like, I'm about to put my feet in somebody's shoes, but I needed a pair.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys have. You and Dutra.
Yep.
So we're okay with it if we can do.
I think we're okay with it. I mean, are you okay with it?
Well, we females switch out our shoes to
Immediately.
Immediately. So to us, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not in an office. You know.
I kind of like it.
And we all have shoes on,
Very
just
homey.
more comfortable.
Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here, National Whipped Cream Day today. Throw a dollop of whipped cream on your favorite drink or dessert.
Yes, hot chocolate.
Yeah, ooh, that sounds good.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this streaming hour. If you're just joining us, don't go anywhere. We have more news, weather, and traffic updates coming up live at 8 a.m.
Oh, I was looking at those heels. We're expanding our streaming newscast. I was like, what size are those? Stay right here. We're streaming abc7chicago.com. Like, I'm going to put them on.
They're your size.
This has been Eyewitness News, streaming at 7. Now, an update from ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:56. I'm Tanya Babbage. The man convicted of killing 2 people in Chinatown could be sentenced today. Prosecutors say Alvin Thomas shot the victims during an attempted robbery in 2020. Wai Yi Bian and Wei Jing Xiong were killed. Xiong's wife was with him at the time, but she was not hurt. Stay with us. We'll check on weather and traffic for you coming up next.
Well, hello there. Happy Monday. Happy New Year to you. We start with a look at our morning temperatures. You know what the average high is today? 32 degrees. That is our current temperature at O'Hare as well as out at Midway. Now, it's kind of breezy in the area this morning, so we have wind chills that are back in the 20s, as you can see, feeling like it's 24 at O'Hare and Midway. Cloud cover already starting to increase out there this morning, even though we still are holding on to some sun, but the clouds will rule the afternoon and highs today in the 40s. Diane.
Couple crashes out there this morning, Tracy, as travel times remain under 45 minutes for the most part on most of our inbound expressways. The outbound side, we're seeing delays on the Stevenson, on the Eisenhower, but they remain under 35 minutes. Inbound on the Stevenson, speaking of, just past Ashland, you see how this traffic breaks right here. That's because there's a crash on the right shoulder. We do have authorities there on the scene. It does pick back up once you get a little closer to the city, but still, again, the travel time remains under 45 minutes on the Stevenson. And then northbound on I-57 mixed into an inbound delay past 147th. We have a crash in the right lane.